Hello, hello. Testing. It won't let me. Okay. Okay, it's picking up the mic. It is 1:54, 2 a.m. in the morning. And I will be reacting to some of my TikTok collection from my likes. Hopefully we're going to learn something. Today on this July 14th, 2025. All right, this first video is from Mr. Grimoire, titled Queen of the Andes, about a plant in South America. I want to go to the Andes someday. The Atacama Desert, specifically. I would really like to go there.
Did you know about the Queen of the Andes, a plant that devotes its entire life to blooming just once? Hidden among the majestic Andes Mountains, stretching across Peru and Bolivia, the Queen of the Andes, scientifically known as Puya raimondii, is a giant species of bromelia, thriving at elevations over 10,000 feet above sea level. In harsh, cold, and arid conditions, Puya raimondii grows remarkably well, with a remarkable lifespan of 80 to 100 years. It can reach heights of up to 50 feet, making it the largest bromeliad species in the world. Its long leaves, growing up to 10 feet and lined with sharp spines, radiate from the stem to form a massive spherical shape. What truly makes Puya raimondii worthy of its royal title is its enormous flower spike. The towering inflorescence rises dramatically towards the sky, resembling a giant spire. This spectacular flower stalk can grow over 30 feet tall, earning Puya raimondii the title of the plant with the tallest inflorescence in the world. Each flowering spike holds an astonishing 8,000 to 20,000 small flowers and can produce up to 12 million seeds. Each flower displays shades of creamy white, pale green, or yellow, with vibrant orange or yellow stamens, creating a striking contrast against the rugged Andes landscape. When in full bloom, the entire plant transforms into a radiant floral tower, standing like a true queen amid the barren mountains. The flowers emit a subtle fragrance that attracts insects and birds, which feed on its nectar and assist in pollination. These towering flower clusters also serve as living oases, offering birds a temporary shelter or resting place as they traverse the desolate open highlands. However, the beauty of Puya raimondii comes with a tragic curse. After spending its entire life building up the energy to bloom and release its seeds, the plant dies where it stands. The entire structure wilts and collapses on the cold mountain slopes, as if sacrificing its entire existence for one brief, glorious moment. For the people of the Andes, Puya raimondii is seen as a sacred symbol of strength, resilience, and the harsh cycle of nature. Sadly, this remarkable species is now facing severe threats, including deforestation, livestock grazing, and climate change. Its population is rapidly declining, making it an endangered plant in urgent need of protection.
That's
Did you know about the Queen of the Andes, a plant that devotes its entire life to blooming just once?
A truly beautiful plant, though, if I may say so myself. Puya raimondii. That was a video about Puya raimondii. Queen of the Andes, says Deshay444. Kind of just repeating the caption there. Yes? See, he's kind of... Okay. Yeah, I see what you did there. GG says, it's tall, 9 millimeters. Oh my god, it's a little late. I shouldn't be doing this at this hour. It's tall 9 meters for normal people, in parentheses. That is not in the imperial system. Please add meters or centimeters for small things, so everyone on planet Earth can understand the size of things. Imperial system as controversial as ever. Wow. Hey, nice plant sees the flowers. Slay. Funny from Banana Leclerc. Puya mentioned? Says question mark. This is so AI, says Confish. What is Confish talking about? It doesn't die after flowering. It makes pups on the base. Oh. Is that kind of like cloning itself? If it's still an offspring, then it's still dying, right? Plants are kind of weird like that. Pineapple. Oof, let's see what else we got in store. How do I change this? Oh my goodness. There we go. Next up. Ooh.
What's something about the universe that makes you emotional? All of it.
What happened? Oh, okay. I have it in the... Oh gosh. Technical difficulties. Stand by. There we go. Neil deGrasse Tyson. Big fan of this guy. This video is from Lad Bible, though. He is answering some questions. The question, I believe, was, what makes you emotional about the universe?
What's something about the universe that makes you emotional? All of it. But especially the fact that the ingredients of life itself, hydrogen is in our bodies. That was birthed in the Big Bang. And then we have carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, silicon, iron. Those elements did not come from the Big Bang. They came from stars, forged in their core from thermonuclear fusion. And those stars happen to be the stars that also explode, scattering that enrichment across the galaxy, allowing subsequent generations of stars to have planets, some of which have the right ingredients for life. What is biology but highly complex chemistry? And there's no understanding of chemistry without physics.
I feel like I'm at church right now.
So all of this comes together. And so these ingredients that comprise us were birthed in stars. It's not just figuratively true, it's literally true that we are stardust.
Yay!
We
I love being
are alive
stardust.
And the universe is alive within us.
Oh,
That is a
beautiful.
gift
Poetry.
from 20th century astrophysics to modern civilization that borders on the spiritual.
Oh, it is spiritual,
That makes me
bro.
emotional.
Oh, I'm a little emotional
What's
right
something
now,
about
too.
the universe that
Beautifully put by Neil deGrasse Tyson, that we are made of the guts, as he's put it before, of stars, specifically heavy metal stars. I could listen to him all day. His voice is so soothing. I agree, Laura. I agree. We are the universe experiencing itself. Oof, a lovely quote from Savli quoting Carl Sagan. Carl Sagan. If you're lost or questioning everything... Oh, I hate these comments. These comments, oh, they plague TikTok. Just some rando book someone's trying to push from their Amazon account. Christ is also king and will return. Wow. Von Vella getting a little churchy in here, literally. That's why we become dust to dust when we die. Bible verse. I guess that's one Bible verse. It's kind of true. God works in mysterious ways. Makes me say, "Ah," every morning. I open my eyes. She says, "Ah." No, what? Oh my gosh. Just in the morning. These comments are a little toxic. It not only makes me emotional, it makes me spiritually whole. God is real. I wonder if when we die, we're reborn on another habitable planet in another solar system to experience what the world is like. I like that idea, Serape, but it's like, am I going to have to live just another life plagued with labor and false pretenses? Oh, I don't want to do all that. Okay, we're gonna move on here.
Guys, it's with great sadness I have to tell you, I'm dying to tell you about the native Arctic peoples, aka the
Oh no, it does it each time. This is gonna be a test stream, you guys, because the picture-in-picture doesn't stay. I just prefer it because I can switch it around. Oh no. Oh man, okay. Stand by. Then, okay. Every time I want to go forward. Shit. Oh, fudge. I think I can do that. We're gonna do window capture again for the same one. I think we can repeat it, right? We can do two. Yay! Stand by. Okay. Perfect. Okay. So we're back in business. That works out better for me, actually. Okay. Getting back to indigenous geography. Oh no. What the heck?
Longest time I was told don't call these people Eskimos, call
Oh, good gosh.
technically related. It's like comparing Romanians with Portuguese people. Like, yes, technically they're both Latin, but the regional distance and time has made them distinct from each other. So the technical term is Iskalut or Inuit Yupik Unang. It's with great sadness I have to tell you,
There we go.
I'm dying to tell you about the native Arctic peoples, aka the Eskimo Aleut, which are the northernmost major ethno-linguistic people group on Earth. First of all, for the longest time, I was told don't call these people Eskimos, call them Inuits. However, technically that term is not completely accurate either, as the westernmost people don't consider themselves Inuit, even though they are technically related. It's like comparing Romanians with Portuguese people. Like, yes, technically they're both Latin, but the regional distance and time has made them distinct from each other. So the technical term is Eskalut or Inuit Yupik Unangang. But literally nobody uses those words, and most of them are okay with just Inuit or just Arctic Native.
Arctic
Let's
Native?
start off with the western/easternmost peoples, technically, because they cross over the international date line, the Yupik Aleutian peoples. They straddle over into Russia's Chukotka Autonomous Okrug, and they take up the Aleutian Islands in the Bering Sea. Remember when Pitbull went to that
Wow.
Kodiak Island Walmart? Yeah, that place. On a survival difficulty scale, this place is about medium-high, because they are on the Ring of Fire, which means they get a lot of earthquakes and volcanoes. But at the same time, they also have a lot of resources and trees and roadways that connect communities. Speaking of which, fun fact, the Alaskan natives actually have this unique corporation system in which the registered natives receive dividends from all the revenue produced from whatever area of Alaska they live in. Next up,
What?
Inuit/Inupiaq
Yo!
peoples. On a difficulty
Sounds
to
like a
survive
good
scale,
deal.
this place is about a medium. Because most of the land is just kind of like vast, wide open permafrost tundra where nobody can hear you scream. But other than like seasonal blizzards that they expect and maybe some polar bears, they're pretty tame compared to the other places. They all have polar bears. Much of the peoples here are centered around the Arctic archipelago in Canada's Nunavut territory. Nunavut even means our land in the Inuktitut language, which has a unique legal status within Canada's national structure as per the Nunavut Land Claims Act of 1999, which gives them a degree of political autonomy. They're also the
Wow.
only peoples that use a non-Latin script. They use the Canadian Aboriginal syllabics to write their language Inuktitut. It was developed in the 1800s, and it looks really cool. They even use it on street signs. And finally,
That looks
the
badass.
Kalaalleq people. Yeah,
Oh
the
my
double L makes
gosh.
a sound. AKA the Greenlanders. Today, Greenland is a constituent country within the Kingdom of Denmark. However, they have a high degree of autonomy and the right to proclaim independence whenever they want. My opinion, Greenlanders are probably the most badass of all the Arctic native peoples because the survival scale here is like intense. First of all, everything here is just rock and ice. Almost no trees, just a few shrubs, and they have like the largest amount of icebergs out of anywhere else on
Ooh.
Earth. The city of Ilulissat
That's
is the
true.
iceberg capital of
It's
the
a
world.
little
And my
scary to
mom
live there.
painted that. Mom, you painted that, right? Yeah, you did. About 80% of Greenland is covered in a massive ice
She
sheet
was
that
not
takes up
having
the
it.
entire interior. This is why all the towns and settlements are on the coast of Greenland and there are no roads connecting them. So you need a boat boat or a plane to go to the next town. And if you get stuck on the ice sheet, there's nothing but desolate, cold, flat, empty ice for hundreds of miles. If you get stuck
Oh my
here, you
God.
will die. But see,
Oh
here's the
my
kicker.
God.
Greenlandic people know how to take these variables and thrive in them. Today, they have the most developed society of all Arctic native peoples. They have things like shopping malls, hotels, hospitals, fun little cafes, sports arenas. They have no problem with the rock and ice. They use it to their advantage. So there you go, native Arctic peoples. Hope you learned something.
That was super
Guys,
cool.
it's with great sadness I have to tell you, I'm dying to tell you about the
Zane says, hi, Geography Man's mom. Portugal mentioned. We meet again, Geography Man. Very tame comments. I'm liking it. Eskimo is not a slur. It's in the same realm as calling Native Americans Indians. It's not a slur. It just ain't right, but no one up there would care if you called them Eskimo other than they'd think you'd sound incredibly ignorant, says Bobby. Well, interesting point Bobby raises. That nobody would really care. That's probably realistic. It's on the bridge. Like, sure, it technically isn't a slur, but it definitely can be used as one. Interesting. I did just kind of say it willy-nilly right now. It's in an educational context, though. I will have you know. But apologies to anyone. Dude, love your videos. Even cooler to see a video about us. Good job on pronunciations, says Robert Camus 106. The only reason they have hospitals and arenas and other fun centers is because of the billions Denmark spends on them. August, come on. You don't think their local economy has any contribution? Also, Norse are native to a lot of parts of Greenland since they lived there first and Inuit came later after the Norse left their failed settlements? Yes, an independence is equal to an invading force forcefully taking away territory from the people who were there first. Ferd. Some interesting counter points raised by August. I don't know enough about Greenland geography to say anything against that. Who was there first? The Vikings? The Vikings seem to just kind of settle somewhere and then take off when they don't really vibe with the place. So is it wrong to say that the next population is not indigenous? Cool. Can you turn that globe around and say something about Sapmi people and maybe other natives of northernmost Eurasia? I'm reading these too much. We call ourselves Eskimo, but I use it to differentiate between southern Alaskan natives, who I feel did not live as harshly as we did above the Arctic Circle. Oh my gosh. We actually do have some lively discussion here on the term. I'm just saying it. Oh, I probably shouldn't. Moving on. Oh, that was quite the debate. Ooh. Taking a slower turn here to the Northgate Bowl in Salem, Oregon, one of the most well-preserved bowling alleys Thaw 503 has ever seen. Oof. Wow. Oh, it's so comforting. So comforting. That sign. Oh, it's beautiful. That retro, colorful sign. Now this is what I'm talking about. I agree, Elle. Definitely agree with you. This is what old Roblox felt like. This is so awesome. It feels like you traveled back in time. How cute. Too bad Salem is like that. Born and raised in Oregon for 27 years. Well, I, for one, thoroughly enjoyed this small pop into the Salem, Oregon bowling alley. Northgate Bowl. I would love to bowl here someday. Let's see, maybe someday. Oh, excuse me.
Guys, it's with great sadness I have to tell.
My computer's tripping. Moving on. My gosh. Just paused it to read context first. The Wanderer landed on Jekyll Island, Georgia, in 1858 with over 400 survivors from the Congo as the last known slave ship to land in the Gullah Geechee Nation. The Wanderer was the second to last to enter the United States, followed by the Clotilda, very historically important ship. The site of the interactive memory trail in honor of the enslaved is deeply significant in local black history, as St. Andrews Beach on Jekyll was once the only beach in Georgia publicly accessible to black Americans, and one of the only beaches on the entire East Coast that was open to our people. The Wanderer was originally a private yacht. It was purchased by a radical Southerner who transformed it into a slave trading ship. What the actual F? It was arranged with another white man to purchase 500 Africans at the rate of $50 each. Oh my God. 409 of these people survived the journey to Jekyll. Oh my gosh. Horrifying. Horrifying. They were quickly sold throughout the nation, from South Carolina to Savannah to Florida to Augusta. The names of many of the survivors have survived and are presented as part of the interactive trail. If you are ever in the Golden Isles, it's surely worth a visit. So this is on a trail that was once accessed by people who were enslaved in the Gullah Geechee Nation. This one's called Motherless Child. No! Oh my gosh. This mouse is so sensitive. Anyways, let's take a listen.
Sometimes I feel like a motherless child. Sometimes I feel like a motherless child. Waves on home.
Wow. Don't think I could read that. It's very small. Seems like a great place to check out if you want historical context in Jekyll Island, Georgia. If I ever find myself there, I would love to see it.
Sometimes I feel like a motherless child. Sometimes I
Passed down through the generations. Tia A says, my grandmother had Alzheimer's, and in her final days, she listened to this song over and over and over again. Wow. Powerful. Side note, my son is named Kamari. Great name, great name. I had no idea this song was connected to slavery. Wow. Thank you for sharing this. Some very important context. Always ends up being things that we don't suspect.
sometimes
I've just returned from a week of 4-H camp on St. Andrews Beach, and the 4-H Center is filled with historical markers and facts about the history of the beach. I learned a lot. Anyone here near Jekyll Island? Anyone? Anyone here near Georgia? I grew up going to Jekyll yearly as a child. I never knew this was there. Definitely making it a priority to stop and learn more. Thank you for sharing. Says, seem I'm petty. Okay. We're going to listen to it one more time. A traditional African American spiritual that laments slavery's hardships and losses.
sometimes I feel like a motherless child. Sometimes I feel like a motherless child.
Certainly. Moving on.
It's been called one of the most influential radio.
K-Rock, yo! I tend to listen to KCal Rocks 96.7, but K-Rock is awesome. From Riverside, let's listen to some local history.
It's been called one of the most influential radio stations of all time and helped bring punk and alternative to Southern California. I'm Riverside's Plumber, and this is K-Rock. It was 1970s Los Angeles. While other radio stations were stuck playing top 40, K-Rock broke all the rules, giving airtime to artists nobody else would touch. Glam rock like Bowie and T-Rex, early punk like The Clash and Black Flag, and new wave like Blondie and Talking Heads. They trusted their DJs and not the charts, mixing rock staples alongside demos and obscure imports, helping launch the US career of bands like The Cure and The Smiths. K-Rock didn't chase trends, it set them. Grunge, alternative, ska, all reached the mainstream through its airwaves. But it was more than a station, it was a part of the community, with deep roots in the LA, OC, and IE scenes. K-Rock threw concerts, which connected musicians and helped push local music forward. That mix of creative freedom and scene loyalty made K-Rock a launching pad for generations of musicians. From the Adolescents to Blink-182, Sublime, and the Smashing Pumpkins, K-Rock has certainly earned its reputation as one of the most influential radio stations of all time. Thanks for watching. It's been called one of the most influential radio stations of all time and helped bring punk and alternative to Southern California. I'm Riverside's Plumber, and this is K-Rock. It was 1970s Los Angeles. While other radio stations were stuck playing top 40,
Sorry, I got
K-Rock
totally
broke all the
distracted.
rules, giving airtime to artists nobody else would touch.
Okay. What the hell after all that? Oh my gosh. All right. I'm gonna have to end this early. All right. Thank you. Thank you for joining. Good night. Hope you enjoyed. We'll be back soon. Test stream.